individuals who are being recognized for the great work that they have done in terms of contributing to the country's development, both pre a better understanding of the importance and significance of this event. I'm joined by Ambassador Jorobium Shanika, who will better educate us on the importance of this event and what it means to be bestowed with this honor. Very good morning to you, Ambassador, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Jonas, and thank you very much to those who are following. Yes, we are here at the State House to witness the investiture for those who are being honored for the contribution they have made in different ways to the social development of Namibia. And as it was once said that a nation that honors its heroes affirms itself, because it is not only to honor them, but it's also to inspire the act of sacrifice, so that those who are coming up will serve the country with honor and dignity. And it's mostly when you serve without expecting anything. But it is something that you do from the bottom of your heart, and it's an act of patriotism.
Absolutely.
And it must be sustainable patriotism. It is not just a one-day act, and then when other people are honored, but you say, but I also did one thing. No, it is something that you do without expecting anything. But act of selfless dedication. Yeah,
towards your country.
Towards your country.
And now as we approach Heroes Day, which we'll be marking in a few days' time, the question always pops up, which is a very philosophical question of what it is to be a hero. Who exactly is a hero? Because usually when we talk about heroes, they're usually associated with the liberation struggle, having gone into exile, taken up arms and fought against apartheid. But now, when we talk about heroism, what exactly are we talking about in this day and age?
Exactly, if I can use the analogy of Frantz Fanon, that each generation must out of obscurity discover its mission, betray it, fulfill it or betray it. Now, in the historical progressions, every generation has its missions. Those who had fought for the liberation struggle, it was a mission of their time. But we are not going to fight for the liberation forever, because that job is already done. Now, we have a task for our generations. And with that, you then need to emulate the selfless act for the past heroes in order to contribute to the well-being in accordance to the mission and dedicate of your time. Because now is a time to contribute in a different way toward the socio-economic well-being of our people and our country, and to make our countries a shining example, not only for ourselves, but for our children, and also for the world to see. When you hear people talking about the country, they talk of Namibia as a well-functioning and vibrant country. It is because of certain individuals who are making contribution for Namibia to be that shining example. No matter how small it is, you don't have to be a superpower in order to be a shining example. Even in the middle of the night, when there is no sun, there is always that small twinkling star that guides the stranger toward their destination.
All right, ambassadors, we can see there from the visuals that we're receiving from the main hall, the proceedings are about to get underway, so we'll be crossing over.
Shall we take our seats? Investiture ceremony, State House, Republic of Namibia, 23 August 2024. Conferment of national honors. By virtue of the powers vested in him by Article 32, Sub-Article 3, Para H of the Constitution of the Republic of Namibia, His Excellency, Dr. Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia and Commander-in-Chief of the Namibian Defense Force and Grandmaster of the Namibian National Honours System, hereby confers honors to the following personalities who have significantly contributed to the liberation and socio-economic development of Namibia through political, military, diplomatic, humanitarian, education, health, and business activities for the reconstruction and the promotion of peace and justice in Namibia. Award of the Most Brilliant Order of the Sun, First Class, Honorable John Mutorwa. Criteria, attributes: distinguished service above the call of duty, pioneers of the liberation struggle, displayed a high level of integrity and exemplary leadership, worldly recognized innovation and creativity. Citation: Honorable John Mutorwa is a Namibian politician who has served in the National Assembly and Namibian Cabinet since 1992. Prior to joining politics, he was a teacher and principal from 1985 to 1990. During the same time, Honorable Mutorwa also served as Secretary of the Repatriation, Resettlement and Rehabilitation of Roman Catholic Justice and Peace Commission from 1988 to 1989. Honorable Mutorwa joined the government as a regional commissioner for the Kavango, Omega, and Chungwe areas. He served as Deputy Minister of Water Affairs, Deputy Minister of Fisheries and Marine Resources. He also held various ministerial portfolios, including Minister of Basic Education, Culture and Sports, Minister of Youth, National Services, Sports and Culture, and Minister of Agriculture, Water and Forestry. In February 2024, he was appointed by His Excellency, Dr. Nangolo Mbumba, as Deputy Prime Minister, while retaining his position as Minister of Works and Transport. Today, we honor Honorable John Mutorwa as we invite him to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Commander of the Most Brilliant Order of the Sun, First Class.
To all and singular, to whom this presence shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of the powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested and by these present do invest Honorable John Mutorwa as Grand Commander of the Most Brilliant Order of the Sun, First Class. Thank you. Congrats.
Award of the Most Brilliant Order of the Sun, First Class. Advocate Beans, Philomena Governors. Criteria, attributes. Distinguished service above the call of duty. Pioneers of the liberation struggle. Displayed a high level of integrity and exemplary leadership. Worldly recognized innovation and creativity. Citation. Advocate Beans Governors contributed significantly to the socio-economic development, particularly promoting the social welfare of Namibia. Before independence, Advocate Governors served as a teacher at SWAPO exile centers in Zambia and Angola and later in Cuba. She began a professional career in the non-governmental sector before moving to the public sector. Among the significant roles she held includes Ombudswoman of Namibia between 1991 and 1996, Commissioner of the Social Affairs at the African Union, rose through the ranks to serve as UN Under-Secretary General and Special Advisor on Africa. Advocate Governors also served on other various boards. Today, we honor Advocate Beans Governors as we invite her to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Commander of the Most Brilliant Order of the Sun, First Class.
To all and singular, to whom this present shall all come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of the powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested and by this present do invest Advocate Beans Philomena Governors as Grand Commander of the Most Brilliant Order of the Sun, First Class.
Award of the Most Brilliant Order of the Sun, Second Class, Honorable Alpheus G. Ngarusep. Criterion attributes. Excellent contribution to the socio-economic development of Namibia. Innovation and creativity. Significantly excelled in a specific act or service. Citation. Honorable Alpheus Ngarusep is a Namibian politician who joined SWAPO in 1975. He served as cabinet member and minister in various portfolios, and as a member of parliament from 1995 to 2020. Before independence, Honorable G. Ngarusep engaged in political activities of SWAPO and served in various positions within the SWAPO party structures, including as chairperson of the branch in Arandas. His involvement in the political activities led him to be detained on numerous occasions. He was also part of the SWAPO delegation that attended the consultative conference in Zambia on the implementation of the United Nations Security Council Resolution 435. Honorable Ngarusep served as SWAPO Party Secretary of Economic Affairs and also as Secretary of Information and Publicity. Currently, Honorable Ngarusep serves as a Central Committee member of the SWAPO Party and Political Bureau. He also served as Cabinet Minister in several portfolios before. Today, we honor Honorable Alpheus G. Ngarusep as we invite him to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Officer of the Most Brilliant Order of the Sun, second class.
To all and singular, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of the powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested and by this present do invest Honorable Alpheus Ngarusep as Grand Officer of the Most Brilliant Order of the Sun, second class. Thank you.
Award of the Most Brilliant Order of the Sun, second class, Honorable Loide Kasingo. Criteria and attributes. Excellent contribution to the socio-economic development of Namibia, innovation and creativity, significantly excelled in a specific act or service. Citation. Honorable Loide Lucky Shopala Kasingo is a politician and trade unionist. Honorable Kasingo has been Deputy Speaker of Parliament since 2010. She also served as the Vice President of the Pan-African Parliament. In the 1980s, Honorable Kasingo served as a member of the National Union of Namibia Workers and as an adult literacy instructor for the Namibian Literacy Program in the Council of Churches of Namibia. From 1990 to 1996, Honorable Kasingo also served as a public prosecutor for the Ministry of Justice. She was then later appointed by His Excellency Dr. Sam Nujoma as a member of the National Assembly and as Deputy Minister of Local and Regional Government and Housing. Between 2000 and 2005, she served as the Deputy Minister of Home Affairs. Today, we honor Honorable Loide Lucky Shopala Kasingo as we invite her to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Officer of the Most Brilliant Order of the Sun, second class.
Okay. Okay. To all in singular, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of the powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, as President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested, and by this present do invest, Honorable Loide Kasingo, as Grand Officer of the Most Brilliant Order of the Sun, second class.
Award of the Most Brilliant Order of the Sun, second class. Honorable Dr. Albert Kawana. Criteria and attributes. Excellent contribution to the socio-economic development of Namibia. Innovation and creativity. Significantly excelled in a specific act or service. Citation. Honorable Albert Kawana is a politician and a lawyer. He joined Namibian politics while in exile in Zambia. Between 1988 and 1990, he served as a lecturer at the United Nations Institute for Namibia. Following independence, Honorable Kawana served in various portfolios, including as the first permanent secretary in the Ministry of Justice before becoming Deputy Minister in the same ministry. He led Namibia's negotiations on the Kasikili Island dispute with Botswana at the International Court of Justice. Honorable Kawana served as a member of the National Assembly and in various ministerial portfolios, such as Minister of Justice, Minister for Presidential Affairs, Attorney General, Minister of Fisheries and Marine Resources. He currently serves as Minister of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security. Today, we honor Honorable Dr. Albert Kawana as we invite him to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Officer of the Most Brilliant Order of the Sun, second class.
To all in singular, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of the powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested and by this present do invest, Honorable Dr. Albert Kawana, as Grand Officer of the Most Brilliant Order of the Sun, second class.
Award of the Most Brilliant Order of the Sun, second class, Honorable Dr. Richard Abi Kamwi. Criteria and attributes: excellent contribution to the socio-economic development of Namibia, innovation and creativity, significantly excelled in a specific act or service. Citation: Honorable Dr. Abi Kamwi is a malariologist and politician who served as Minister of Health and Social Services between 2005 and 2015. Honorable Kamwi served as the first black health inspector in Katima Mulilo. He was arrested for his political involvement in the liberation struggle in 1985 and went into exile, where he joined the People's Liberation Army of Namibia Plan until repatriation in 1989. After independence, Honorable Kamwi rose through the ranks to become a member of the National Assembly in 1999. He was then appointed by His Excellency Dr. Sam Nujoma as Deputy Minister of Health and Social Services. Subsequently, he served as the Minister of Health and Social Services under the administration of President Hifikepunye Pohamba. Today, we honor Dr. Richard Kamwi as we invite him to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Officer of the Most Brilliant Order of the Sun, second class.
To all and singular, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of the powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested and by this present do invest Honorable Dr. Richard N. Kamwi as Grand Officer of the Most Brilliant Order of the Sun, second class. Thank you.
Award of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, first class, Ambassador Claudia Grace Ushona. Criteria, attributes: distinguished service above the call of duty, distinguished contribution to the political, cultural, and socio-economic development of the country, innovation and entrepreneurship, transformational leadership, dedication to continuous quality service, world center stage achievements. Citation: Ambassador Claudia Grace Ushona is a diplomat, politician, and public servant who dedicated her life and unwaveringly served her country. She joined SWAPO in 1977 and went into exile after being tortured by the apartheid regime at a SWAPO party rally led by the late Comrade Hendrik Witbooi and Comrade Zafania Kameta. Ambassador Ushona is a Kasinga massacre survivor who received military training at the Tobias Nyeko Training Center in Lubango, Angola. Ambassador Ushona served a SWAPO branch leader at Quito Carnavale. She also served as mayor of Grootfontein Town Council. Ambassador Ushona was elected as the first female governor of the Otjosunjupa region, making her the first female governor of the Republic of Namibia. She is a founder of the SWAPO Party Chungwe constituency, town council member of Grootfontein, and a member of the SWAPO Party Central Committee from 2002 until 2013. Ambassador Ushona served as the Namibian ambassador to the Republic of Cuba and concurrently accredited to the Dominican Republic and the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. She also served as Namibian ambassador to the Republic of Angola and currently serves as the executive director in the office of the president. Today, we honor Ambassador Claudia Grace Ushona as we invite her to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Commander of the Most Brilliant Order of the Eagle, First Class.
To whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of the powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested and by this present do invest Ambassador Grace Ushona as Grand Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, First Class.
Award of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, First Class, Gaup, Dr. Justus Uruwe Harweb. Criteria and attributes: distinguished service above the call of duty, distinguished contribution to political, cultural, and socio-economic development of the country, innovation and entrepreneurship, transformational leadership, dedication to the continuous quality service, world center stage achievement. Citation: Gaup, Dr. Justus Uruwe Karweb is a traditional leader, politician, and published author. Was honored for his role in preserving culture through the continuation of the Gaup Festival. Gaup, Dr. Karweb, showed bravery and a strong conviction to uphold the positive image of his community. He kept the spiritual fire of his community burning and was nationalistic in his political orientation by engaging and aligning with progressive political forces such as the Namibian National Front, SWANU, Ovambanderu Council, and SWAPO, among others, in the struggle to end apartheid colonial rule in Namibia. Gaup, Dr. Garweb, served as a member of the Constituent Assembly that drafted Namibia's constitution and also the founding member of the National Assembly from 1990 to 2015. Today, we honor Gaup, Dr. Justus Karuweb, as we invite him to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, First Class.
To all in Sangula, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested, and by this present do invest, Gaup, Dr. Justus Uruhe Garweb, as Grand Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, First Class. Congratulations.
Award of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, First Class, Commissioner General Raphael Tuafeni Amunyela. Criteria and attributes: distinguished service above the call of duty, distinguished contribution to political, cultural, and socio-economic development of the country, innovation and entrepreneurship, transformational leadership, dedication to the continuous quality of service, world center stage achievements. Citation: Commissioner General Raphael Tuafeni Amunyela served as the Commissioner General of the Namibian Correctional Service. Commissioner General Amunyela provided leadership in corrections reforms, both locally and internationally. During his tenure, he held various positions within the correctional fraternity, serving as the Vice Chairperson of the African Correctional Service Association for the Southern Region, and serving as both an Executive Board member and Chairperson of the International Corrections and Prison Association. His exemplary leadership was instrumental in the NCS, serving as a best practice on the African continent. Under his leadership, the NCS established relations with strategic partners, including the World Food Programme, the City of Windhoek, MTC, and the Office of the First Lady. Commissioner General Amunyela strengthened the working relations between NCS and the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, on programs to enhance the rehabilitation of inmates, particularly female inmates. Today, we honor Commissioner General Raphael Tuafini Amunyela as we invite him to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, First Class.
To all and singular, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested and by this present do invest Commissioner General Raphael Amunyela as Grand Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, First Class.
Award of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, First Class. Lieutenant General Joseph Shingwelao Shikongo. Criteria and attributes. Distinguished service above the call of duty. Distinguished contribution to political, cultural, and socio-economic development of the country. Innovation and entrepreneurship. Transformational leadership. Dedication to the continuous quality service. World Center Stage achievement. Citation. Lieutenant General Joseph Shikongo is the Inspector General of the Namibian Police Force, who, through his exemplary and unwavering dedication, transformed the Namibian Police Force and the safety and security landscape of the Republic of Namibia. Since assuming command, Lieutenant General Shikongo has implemented a series of strategic reforms that have revitalized the Namibian police force and restored public confidence. His approach is characterized by moral courage, vision, and an unwavering commitment to justice and community service. Through community engagement and trust building, Lieutenant General Shikongo has breached the gap between the police and the community, fostering a collaborative environment where citizens actively participate in ensuring their own safety. Lieutenant General Shikongo continuously promotes the adaptation of digital tools and systems for efficient crime reporting, data management, and communication. The existence of a nationwide digital crime reporting system expedited the response times and improved overall police efficiency. Today, we honor Lieutenant General Joseph Shingwelao Shikongo as we invite him to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, First Class.
To all and singular, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested, and by this present do invest, Lieutenant General Joseph Shikongo, as Grand Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, First Class. Congratulations.
Award of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, First Class, Dr. George Simata. Criteria and attributes: distinguished service above the call of duty, distinguished contribution to political, cultural, and socio-economic development of the country, innovation and entrepreneurship, transformational leadership, dedication to the continuous quality service, world center stage achievements. Citation: Dr. George Simata is a public servant and administrator who has dedicated his career to serving the Namibian people. He has significantly contributed to the development of the Namibian public service by championing various public service reform initiatives, and is a recipient of various academic awards. Dr. Simata held numerous positions in the government of Namibia and currently serves as the Secretary to Cabinet. Today, we honor Dr. George Simata as we invite him to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, First Class.
To all and singular, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested, and by this present do invest, Dr. George Simata, as Grand Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, First Class. Congratulations.
Award of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, second class, Ambassador Selma Shpala Musavi. Criteria and attributes: excelled in promoting Namibia abroad, display a positive and exemplary influence to the Namibian society, world center stage achievements. Citation: Ambassador Selma Shpala Musavi is a diplomat and public servant. She served as the Executive Director of the Ministry of International Relations and Cooperation. Ambassador Musavi was appointed as High Commissioner to the Republic of Ghana, where she was instrumental in enhancing Namibia's bilateral relations and cooperation with Ghana, as well as other countries such as Benin, Burkina Faso, and Cote d'Ivoire, among others. Today, we honor Ambassador Selma Shpala Musavi as we invite her to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Officer of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, second class.
To all and singular, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested and by this present do invest Ambassador Selma Shpala Musavi as Grand Officer of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, second class. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Award of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, third class, Major General Retired Nestor Shaloda. Criteria and attributes: meritorious service above the call of duty, contribution to the liberation struggle and independence of Namibia, display positive and exemplary influence to the Namibian society, world states achievement. Citation: Major General Retired Nestor Shaloda is a veteran of the liberation struggle who served as commander of the Namibian Army. He went into exile in 1974 and underwent basic infantry training at Oshatottwa, Zambia, in 1975 under the People's Liberation Army of Namibia plan. At independence, he joined the Namibian Defense Force as a lieutenant, serving as a platoon commander, and progressed through the ranks to become the commander of the Namibian Army. In his various roles, Major General Retired Shaloda served as a regional commanding officer, second in command of the 1-2 Motorized Infantry Brigade, and a general officer commanding the 4th Artillery Brigade. Today, we honor Major General Retired Nestor Shaloda as we invite him to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, 3rd class.
To all and singular, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of the powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested, and by these present do invest, Major General Nestor Chalauda, as Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle, 3rd class. Congratulations. Thank you.
Award of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, 1st class, Mr. Zakaria Barakias Namwandi. Criteria and attributes: distinguished contribution to the liberation and independence of Namibia, display innovative ideas, promotion of socio-economic development of the country, voluntary humanitarian service to Namibians. Citation: Mr. Zakaria Namwandi is a veteran of the liberation struggle who contributed significantly to Namibia's independence. He underwent military training at an early age and also received training on safety handling and storing of guns and explosives used by planned combatants. Mr. Namwandi was skilled in distinguishing between legitimate planned combatants and imposters. SWAPO leveraged on Mr. Namwandi's youth age in carrying out tactical reconnaissance activities in complicated environments, as he was not easily suspected to be the enemy forces. Mr. Namwandi was captured by the enemy forces, who demanded information on his whereabouts, on the whereabouts of the guns and explosives. His resistance to divulging such information led to his severe torture. In 1986, he was arrested and sentenced with other freedom fighters at the Windhoek Central Prison, making him one of the youngest convicted political prisoners. Upon release, Mr. Namwandi was admitted to Oshirambo High School, where he mobilized learners under the Namibian National Students Organization, NANSO. Today, we honor Mr. Zakaria Namwandi as we invite him to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Commander of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, 1st class.
To all and singular, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested and by this person do invest Zakaria Namwandi as Grand Commander of the most distinguished order of Namibia, first class. Congratulations. Thank you.
Award of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, first class, Honorable Petrina Namutenya Ngura, represented by Honorable Sirka Osiku. Criteria and attributes: distinguished contribution to the liberation and independence of Namibia, exceptional innovator, promotion of socio-economic development and voluntary humanitarian service to Namibians. Citation: Honorable Petrina Namutenya Ngura is a politician and veteran of the liberation struggle. Honorable Ngura began to participate in the activities of the Namibian liberation struggle in the 1970s, mobilizing community members to join the liberation struggle. In 1986, she became the secretary for the SWAPO Women's Council in Rundu district and continued with mobilization activities until independence. Honorable Ngura served as a member of the National Assembly and as Deputy Minister of Health and Social Services. Honorable Ngura holds various qualifications in public health, including nursing, midwifery, health promotion and diagnostics, and community health. Today, we honor Honorable Petrina Namutenya Ngura as we invite her to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Commander of the Most Distinguished Order of the Eagle of Namibia, first class. Award of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, first class, Reverend Dr. Abisai Siavali. Criteria and attributes: distinguished contribution to the liberation and independence of Namibia, display innovative ideas, promotion of socio-economic development of the country, voluntary humanitarian service to Namibians. Citation: Reverend Dr. Siavali is a renowned religious and political figure who was ordained as pastor in the Ovambo Kavango Evangelical Lutheran Church in 1962. He went to further his studies in Finland and thereafter returned and began serving as a lecturer at the Polonium Theological College from 1966 to 1967. Reverend Dr. Siavali served as the General Secretary to the Council of Churches in Namibia from 1983 to 1991. Reverend Siavali authored various letters to the United Nations expressing discontent with the South African occupation of Namibia following the Kasinga massacre on 4th May 1978. Reverend Siavali led a delegation that met the Secretary General of the United Nations in New York to discuss the independence of Namibia. He was detained and interrogated by the South African colonial regime because of his involvement in the liberation struggle activities. Reverend Dr. Shiavali contributed significantly by setting up repatriation centers for Namibians returning from exile, following the implementation of the United Nations Security Council Resolution 435. Today, we honor Reverend Dr. Abisai Shiavali as we invite him to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Commander of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, First Class.
To all and singular, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of the powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested and by this present do invest Reverend Dr. Abisai Shiavali as Grand Commander of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, First Class. Congratulations.
Award of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, First Class, Sister Teopolina Neumbo, represented here by her daughter, Meme Selma Neumbo. Criteria and attributes: distinguished contribution to the liberation and independence of Namibia, exceptional innovator, promotion of socio-economic development, and voluntary humanitarian service to Namibians. Citation: Sister Teopolina Neumbo is a retired nurse and a veteran of the Namibian liberation struggle. She joined the SWAPO Party in 1962 after being issued a SWAPO Party membership card by the late Eliasser Kandola. In 1966, a historic year in Namibia, when the first battle between plant fighters in the apartheid regime of South Africa started, Sister Neumbo, as a nurse of Elam Hospital, assisted 2 plant soldiers who were injured in the Onguluombashe battle with health materials. In 1980, Sister Neumbo went into exile together with her children after the disappearance of her husband. While in exile, Sister Neumbo continued with her nursing career as a general registered nurse stationed at Elau Nafidi Hospital in Angola. In 1989, Sister Neumbo was appointed to the United Nations High Commission for the Refugee Program in Angola, task of the responsibility of accompanying Namibians from KwaZulu to Luanda in order to return to Namibia. After her return from exile, Sister Neumbo continued with her nursing career at Robert Mugabe Clinic in Windhoek until her retirement in 2006. Today, we honor Sister Teopolina Neumbo as we invite her to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Commander of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, First Class. Award of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, second class, Mr. Flexman, Nikulukwa Samuel. Criteria and attributes: world center stage achievements, significantly excelled in a positive act of service, display positive and exemplary influence to the Namibian society. Citation: Mr. Flexman Samuel is a politician, businessman and author. Mr. Samuel served as Namibia's youngest member of parliament in the National Assembly and served as SWAPO Party Assistant Chief Whip. He served as regional councillor for the Naminus Lutherans constituency and SWAPO Party Karas regional coordinator. Mr. Samuel is also a published author and has over 25 years' experience in the public service. He is a senior fellow at the UK-based think tank, the 21st Century Trust and University of Witwatersrand, South Africa, Institution of International Affairs. Mr. Samuel currently serves as Chief Executive Officer of the Lutherans Waterfront Development Company. Through his transformational leadership, he has significantly contributed to positioning Lutherans as a noteworthy destination for tourism, business, and investments. Today, we honor Mr. Flexman Nikulukwa Samuel as we invite him to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Officer of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, second class.
To all and singular, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested and by this present do invest Honorable Flexman Samuel as Grand Officer of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, second class. Congratulations.
Award of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, second class, Mr. Petrus Tukonjeni Nevonga. Attributes and criteria: world center stage achievements, significantly excelled in a positive act of service, display positive and exemplary influence to the Namibian society. Citation: Mr. Petrus Nevonga is a unionist who has dedicated his career to the advancement of student and workers' rights, particularly the welfare of the public servants. His service to the Namibian Public Service Union spans over 31 years, during which he has held various positions instrumental to contributing to the Namibian labor landscape. He has demonstrated exceptional abilities to negotiate and resolve labor conflicts and disputes. His capacity to mediate and establish sound relations between employees and employers without compromising the plight of workers has been crucial for the economic development of Namibia. Mr. Nabonga served in various roles as a trustee on the Namibian Public Service Medical Aid, GIPF, and a member of the Governing Council of NIPAM. Today, we honor Mr. Petrus Tukongeni Nabonga as we invite him to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, second class.
To all and singular, to whom this president shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested and by this president do invest Petrus Nabonga as Grand Officer of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, second class. Congratulations. Thank you.
Award of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, second class, Bishop Emeritus Philip Politzer, represented by Father Timothy. Criteria and attributes: World Center Stage achievements, significantly excelled in a positive act of service, display positive and exemplary influence to the Namibian society. Citation: Bishop Emeritus Philip Politzer has dedicated his life to the noble service of the Namibian people through his pastoral engagements as a priest as well as an educator par excellence. He served the people of Namibia in various capacities, particularly in the Omeka region and Aras region since 1967. He established the Johannes Dorin Roman Catholic High School in the Omeka region. Furthermore, he initiated scholarship awards for undergraduate and postgraduate students pursuing studies in various fields in Namibia and beyond. Bishop Politzer contributed immensely to the national development and made positive impacts on the lives of ordinary citizens. Today, we honor Bishop Emeritus Philip Politzer as we invite him to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Officer of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, second class.
Greetings to the bishop, and we hope to see him one day. Okay, thank you.
Award of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, second class, Lieutenant Colonel retired Abram Omateni. Criteria and attributes: World Center Stage achievements, significantly excelled in a positive act of service, display positive and exemplary influence to the Namibian society. Citation. Lieutenant Colonel retired Abraham Omateni is a veteran of the liberation struggle who went into exile in 1974 through the Oshikango border. He received military training specializing in medical infantry at Siferopo military base in the former Soviet Union, Russia. After completing his military training, he was deployed at the Northern Eastern Front under the leadership of Commander Matthias Mbulunganga. Today, we honor Lieutenant Colonel retired Abraham Omateni as we invite him to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Officer of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, second class.
To all in singular, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested and by this present do invest Lieutenant Colonel Abraham Omateni as Grand Officer of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, second class. Thank you very much. And congratulations. Thank you.
Award of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, second class, Ambassador Linekela Mboti. Criteria and attributes: world center stage achievements, significantly excelled in a positive act of service, display positive and exemplary influence to the Namibian society. Citation: Ambassador Linekela Mboti is a diplomat and a veteran of the liberation struggle. He went into exile in 1980. Ambassador Mboti enrolled for studies at the Center for Foreign Relations in Tanzania. He served as Namibia's ambassador to various countries such as the Federal Republic of Germany, Austria, and Angola. Ambassador Mboti currently serves as a focal point and chief executive officer of the African Peer Review Mechanism Secretariat. Today, we honor Ambassador Linekela Mboti as we invite him to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Officer of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, second class.
To all in singular, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of the powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested and by this present do invest Ambassador Linekela Mboti as Grand Officer of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, second class. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Award of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, second class, Ms. Gwen Finis-Dearly. Criteria and attributes: world center stage achievements, significantly excelled in a positive act of service, display positive and exemplary influence to the Namibian society. Citation: Ms. Gwen Finis-Dearly is a Namibian entrepreneur who founded GFG / Suppliers Close Corporation, a company that specializes in / and building supplies. Through her company, she has significantly contributed to Namibia's social, economic, and youth empowerment landscape. As a manufacturer, Ms. Finis-Dearly has received numerous awards in the small and medium enterprises sector, such as Best SME and Best Product Manufacturer. Today, we honor Ms. Gwen Finis-Dearly as we invite her to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Grand Officer of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, second class.
Singular, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of the powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested and by this present do invest Gwen Delhi as Grand Officer of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, second class.
Award of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, third class, Mr. Moses Chipura Omep. Criteria and attributes: contribution to socio-economic development of Namibia, dedication to quality service delivery to Namibia, life-changing leadership, and display a high level of integrity. Citation: Mr. Moses Omep is a teacher, public servant, and public activist who significantly contributed to the liberation struggle for Namibia's independence. He mobilized members of the Namibian People's Democratic Organization to join the SWAPO party. Leveraging his multilingual skills, he served as a Govap interpreter at SWAPO party rallies and meetings. He was elected as the founding chairperson of the Okahanja SWAPO branch. Mr. Komep was part of the SWAPO delegation at the talks on the independence of Namibia in Lusaka, Zambia. Mr. Komep was the initiator of unifying the different Damara clans under one recognized traditional authority. He held various roles, including special assistant to the Prime Minister and special advisor to the regional governors of commerce, which is in Jupa and Kunene regions. Today, we honor Mr. Moses Chipurwa Komeb as we invite him to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Commander of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, 3rd class.
To all and singular, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of the powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested and by this present do invest Moses Omeb as Commander of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, 3rd class. Congratulations.
Award of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, 4th class, Ms. Petronella Elena Masabane. Criteria and attributes: contribution to socio-economic development of Namibia, dedication to quality service delivery, life-changing leadership, display a high level of integrity. Citation: Ms. Petronella Masabane is a public health expert in HIV, malaria, tuberculosis, and social welfare. She has over 34 years of experience managing diverse teams and substantial budgets. Ms. Masabane served the Ministry of Health and Social Services in various portfolios, rising to the position of Deputy Executive Director. Ms. Masabane served as a manager and counselor, supporting expatriates and former liberation fighters in the reintegration into society. Ms. Masabane was a program specialist at the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, overseeing the protection and care of orphans and vulnerable children. She also played a pivotal role in governance, capacity building, and community development in South Sudan as an advisor on disability. Ms. Masabane also served on various boards, including the World Health Organization Program, Subcommittee for Africa, Social Security Commission, the Namibia Competition Commission, and Namibia Tourism Competitive Advisory Council. Today, we honor Ms. Petronella Elena Masabane as we invite her to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Officer of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, 4th class.
To all and singular, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested and by this present do invest Petronella Masabane as Officer of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, 4th class. Congratulations.
Award of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, 4th class, Ms. Anasi Manyangapo. Criteria and attributes: contribution to socio-economic development of Namibia, dedication to quality service delivery, life-changing leadership, display a high level of integrity. Citation: Ms. Anasi Manyangapo is a Namibian liberation struggle veteran and public servant. She is a member of SWAPO Party since 1977 and was a member of PLAN. Ms. Manyangapo underwent military training at the Tobias Enyeko Military Training Center, specializing in military communication and telegraphy. As a military instructor, she trained new entrants on military skills at Tobias Enyeko Military Center. Between 1985 and 1986, she taught English to comrades in Luanda transit camps, and she further prepared children for technical and vocational training at Nyango camp. Ms. Manyangapo had the opportunity to study in the United Kingdom, where she mobilized material and financial support among the British students to support the Namibian struggle for independence. After independence, Ms. Manyangapo served in various public service entities, retiring as Executive Director of the Ministry of Public Enterprises in 2021. Ms. Manyangapo has over 30 years of public service to the Namibian people. Today, we honor Ms. Anasi Manyangapo as we invite her to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Officer of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, 4th class.
To all and singular, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of the powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested, and by this present do invest, Anaki Manyangapo as Officer of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, 4th class. Congratulations. Thank you.
Award of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, 4th class, Mr. Achilus Emmanuel Namasep. Criteria and attributes: contribution to socio-economic development to Namibia, dedication to quality service delivery, life-changing leadership, and high level of integrity. Citation: Mr. Achilles Emmanuel Namasep is a political and social activist who resisted the Bantu education system and fought for labor rights of workers, especially in the mining sector. He was arrested and detained on numerous occasions for his involvement in political activities which led to his expulsion from school. Mr. Namasep was instrumental in creating SWAPO party structures in Otjiwarongo, Korigas, and Arandas. His activism for labor rights led to the termination of his employment at the mine. Mr. Namasep served as the first chairperson of the SWAPO party branch in Korigas until independence. Together with his late comrades, Merero, Mahulili, Mr. Namasep organized fundraising events for the SWAPO party in the Rongo region. After independence, he was elected as council and deputy mayor of the Otjiwarongo Town Council. Today, we honor Mr. Achilles Emmanuel Namasep as we invite him to join the revered alumni of the Namibian National Honours System as Officer of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, 4th class.
Yes, sir. To all and singular, to whom this present shall come, greetings. Be it known that by virtue of powers vested in me by the Namibian Constitution, I, Nangolo Mbumba, President of the Republic of Namibia, have invested and by this present do invest Mr. Achilles Emmanuel Namasep as Officer of the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia, 4th class. Thank you so much, and congratulations. Thank you.
Your Excellency, Dr. Nangolo Mbumba, the President of the Republic of Namibia and the Commander-in-Chief of the Namibian Defense Force and Grand Master of the Namibian National Honours System. Your Excellency, this marks the end of this investiture ceremony. Submitting Air Vice Marshal Shinde, the Air Force Commander. I thank you. Shall we rise for the national anthems?
Please be seated for the announcement.
Very good morning once again.
Your
We're still
Excellency,
coming to you live from
President
the
of
State
our
House,
Republic,
where they just concluded the investiture ceremony, which was officiated by the President Nangolo Mbumba. And of course, joining me is Ambassador Jerobium Shanika to just give us his impression of the speedily conducted event, and also just to educate us about the various awards or the honors that were given over to the recipients. Ambassador?
Yes, Jonas.
Thank you so much for staying with us this whole time.
Yes, it was a very speedy than I imagined. Because when I look at the number of recipients, I was probably thinking that we will be here past lunch.
Yeah, I remember in 2014, somebody made mention of the fact that there were 100 people who were recognized for their contribution.
Yes.
But I want you to touch on the awards, and just because we heard of, first class, second class, and order of this and that. Talk to us about that.
The honors are in categories. Of course, the Namibian honors, the first one is the Order of the Most Ancient Verivicia Mirabilis, 1995, which is awarded to the presidents and other heads of state, foreign heads of state. We know very well that El Comandante en Jefe Fidel Castro was one of the awardees, as well as the late Nyerere, late Kaunda, and late Agustino Neto. Then there is the Most Brilliant Order of the Sun. Is for meritorious services. Then the Most Excellent Order of the Eagle for diplomatic services. Then the Order of Mukorob for meritorious military services, and the Most Distinguished Order of Namibia for meritorious services. So there is this first class, second class, and so on. I think those are as per the recommendation, those who are recommending the award, be awarded in each category.
And I think people would be curious to know that is there a committee that is that sits down and and says, well, looking at Jonas' contributions, for example, towards the development of this country, he really does fit for to be awarded this order.
Yes, there are those who are making recommendations to see such a person deserve to be honored, and under which category that person can be honored.
Understood, Ambassador. And of course, I think one of the questions would be, what does it mean for for an individual to receive this type of recognition?
I think it's for the service that you have rendered to the country, the sacrifice you made, and as I say, it's a selfless act. When you put your country before yourself and you act in the best interest without expecting that you'll be awarded an award, but you put you put your country, or you put yourself, you dedicate yourself to the service of the country.
So basically going above and beyond.
Going above the call of duty.
Yeah.
Sometimes we send soldiers in the battlefield. They never know whether they are coming back.
Yeah.
So they have dedicated themselves that it is a matter of life and death. I will dedicate myself. For example, when we went to through the liberation struggle, there are those who have given their lives, laid down their life. But the purpose is that even if I die, the dream for a better Namibia, for a liberated Namibia will be there. Now for us who are free, we need to give to dedicate ourselves to serve the country with honor and dignity, so that the generation that come after us will find a country better served, a country that stands on the values and for the dedication for those who have passed.
Yeah.
And leave it as a proud heritage for the generation to come.
Absolutely. I think one of the most interesting observations today was that we saw people from all walks of life being honored. We saw former nurses and entrepreneurs. And earlier on, remember, we spoke that, usually when we talk about heroes and people being recognized for their contribution, is usually associated with having taken up arms in the struggle. But we have seen that heroes are present in our everyday lives, isn't it?
Yes, the heroes are present in our life. During the liberation struggle, it also tells you how far we have come.
Yeah.
Because if it was 1995, we will probably only look at those who have contributed in terms of the liberation struggle. But now, we are now 34 years.
Absolutely.
And within 34 years, there are individuals who have made tangible contribution to the social and economic development of the country. And they need to be recognized. That's our said area. They are inspirations to those of us to look up to their services and emulate their good deeds.
Yeah. Do you think events of this nature help educate the younger generation and give them a better understanding of saying, look, what we are enjoying right now did not come on a silver platter. There were people who went and, put their own interests aside to ensure that we enjoy the freedom that we enjoy today?
I know not everybody is going to agree. Sometimes we always saw those who have cynics intention. But this is a good intention. And it's something that can inspire others not to receive an award. Of course, everybody will want to receive an award, but it's just to live as a good citizen,
to do
live
better
according to the creed and norms of a society, so that we can have a better society.
Absolutely. Lastly, Ambassador, in a few days' time, we will be remembering the heroes and heroines on Heroes Day. What are your thoughts on that day, and how do you think we should be marking it as Namibians? Because there are those who feel that, look, this day has now been relegated to just another weekend where we braai and have a couple of drinks, but it's more deeper than that. What is your message, and how do you think we can honor the memory of those that have fallen with dignity?
Again, I want to return back to Jose Marti. A nation that honors its heroes affirm itself. So the Heroes' Days is a day for us to reflect for the sacrifices that made by those who contributed for us to be where we are. So it's not just a day for us to braai, but rather to reflect, to say, we have come, and there are those who have made sacrifice, those who have made sacrifices for this day to come about. And it is something also to inspire those generations, especially the young and the youth, to say, what can I do in order to dedicate to the service of the country, to make it a better place for the generation that is coming behind me, to live in peace and harmony, and to be thankful for what they have done.
All right, Ambassador Shanika, thank you so much for your input. Thank you so much for your time. Highly appreciate it.
No, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
And it's always a pleasure.
Much obliged.
We thank those who are following. Thank you very much for being with us.
And with that said, we'd also like to thank our audiences who are joining us from Namibia and abroad as well for this very important event that took place at State House, which recognized the various efforts of different individuals that have gone above and beyond in serving their country in various capacities. With that said, from myself, Jonas Mbumba, and my entire team, it's goodbye for now.